get into our first story of the day. I think it's quite the interesting one because there's some analogies in the story that I thought were very interesting. Reports show that Amazon Prime, who owns the rights to some of the Thursday night football broadcasts, have been targeting Marshawn Lynch to I guess, what are we calling these? Alternative broadcast? Or possibly like a different kind of pre-show to their Thursday night football games.
Let's just call it what it is, a Manningcast ripoff.
Marshawn Cast.
Marshawn Cast.
Who was a guest on the Manningcast. So one of their more, I would call him one of their more interesting guests, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely.
So very brave of Amazon to after his performance on the Manningcast. It was a good one, but brave of them for like FCC reasons to go ahead with Marshawn as one of their new hosts.
Yeah, I think one of the things Amazon did, right, is they probably had a big bunch of marketing guys come together and like they researched like who's a football guy, because I couldn't get to Manning's, obviously. Like who's a football guy that everyone loves and everyone really goes to the TV when he's on TV. Like everyone watches him on TV. They do all the research and like, okay, we found out this guy. His name is Marshawn Lynch. Okay, let's go get him. I don't think they have a clue who Marshawn Lynch is and what he does and his sort of shtick with his interviews and all that kind of stuff. I think it's going to be like a wild deal. I think he's going to show up and they're not going to know what hit him.
Yeah, I think the interesting parts will be if Manningcast has anything like any relevance to how this is going to be his performance there. We need to know how many shots of Hennessy is he allowed to take during the broadcast.
Minimum 3, right?
Yeah, one for Big Bro, one for Baby Bro, and one for him, right? And then so the second question is how many F-bombs is he allowed to drop?
But the thing is, Amazon has such deep pockets.
They probably take all the violations they want.
Yeah, I think they're going to be okay with it if he brings in the views. I mean, like Amazon, after seeing, after everyone saw what Game of Thrones did with like that kind of special TV show, like Amazon has been trying to recapture that with some of their stuff. So Amazon's just trying to do whatever it can to get ratings. They don't care how much money they're going to blow. And if they have to pay whatever hundreds of thousands of dollars in FCC fines because Marshawn Lynch jumps 5 F-bombs in the first quarter, I think they'd be okay with that.
But personally, on a personal note, I've seen Marshawn 2 places. I saw him on the Manningcast. I saw him. He came on Pat McAfee's show a long time ago before Pat McAfee got big. And Pat McAfee interviewed him, and he's been a really entertaining guest. Now, does that translate into an entertaining host? I'm not sure, but I think if he can catch his groove. I mean, the Mannings were kind of shaky at first, in my opinion. If he catches his groove, I think he'll be like a lively, like fun, like alternative broadcast, just like the Manningcast. Not something you necessarily want to watch when your team's playing, but when other teams are playing, I think it'll be pretty cool.
So I think if they can get him like a co-host who is like the nerdiest, stiffest, like lamest old school journalist guy in the suit and tie and all that, if they can pair him with someone like that, I think that would be hilarious. Just like the journalist trying to like rein him in. He's like a professional sportscaster and Marshawn's just doing completely his own thing. I think that would be hilarious.
So like Marshawn and Chris Collinsworth or something like that.
Not even Chris Collinsworth. You'd have to get one of these like
straight arrow guy.
Get like Jim Nance.
Yeah.
Get like
now,
Jim
Marshawn, Nance. We need to get back to the game.
Yeah, or Bob Costas, someone like that. Just someone straight out of like everything by the book, all buttoned up, all that kind of stuff. And Marshawn just goes completely off the rails. And the whole time this guy's getting frustrated trying to rein in Marshawn. I mean, I think that would be just a great show.
One other thing that I think we got reports was Marshawn is playing hardball, and if Skittles isn't the title sponsor of the new Thursday Night Football show, I don't know. I think he's going to back out. I mean, so that's a battle Amazon's going to have to take.
Well, again, they're going to have to pony up, right? They're going to have to spend the money and make sure they get Skittles on board. Because we all know when it comes to anything in life, if Skittles are not involved, Marshawn Lynch ain't going to do it.
Nope. It's you can see it in the pictures. He's got the Skittles on this show. He kept the Skittles in his sock in games. I mean, Marshawn, Skittles, Hennessy, and FBombs all synonymous with each other. And do you think if Marshawn gets to the end of his Amazon contract, and things aren't going the way he wants them to, does he show up for the show? And anytime like Jim Nantz asks him a question, he goes, "I'm just here so I don't get fined."
I think there's a strong chance that like he just gets more and more ridiculous if he doesn't like it. Like if by like week 5 he's tired of it, he's just going to show up with like 2 bottles of Jack and like take pulls from the bottle during the show.
Just like get hammered drunk and like just see where it goes.
Or like and wear like more and more ridiculous outfits, like just completely off the wall stuff, like and see how far he can push it.
We'll see. But it's a very interesting story nonetheless. I think it could be very cool. So I'm excited to see where it goes.